So I've made millions online before 30. And for those of you that don't believe me, I mean, just go look back at my channel. I've been in e-com for a long time. And I've done fairly well in e-com for a good amount of time. I started back in like 2018 with drop shipping. And now I'm literally like managing like 50 or 60 brands. So I know obviously online, a lot of people cap, a lot of people don't show their numbers, a lot of people, whatever. I've said it time and time again, like I have no problem going out and showing numbers or whatever it is. But at the end of the day, like if you don't believe what I'm saying, like why are you even watching the video? So I'm kind of just here getting through my morning routine, and genuinely, I think this is one of the most important things when it comes to finding consistency within your business. You have to be able to find consistency within your routine, within yourself, within things that you do on a day-to-day basis. So I'm gonna fill you guys in on a couple things. So before I moved out to Florida, and I was kind of just living back in Canada, in my hometown, whatever, and my daily routine was literally the same. Like nothing has changed between me going from there to coming here or whatever. As far as me making more money, nothing has changed. I've literally just done the same thing over and over again. And once I found success doing something, that's literally what I just replicated. And what I've learned like recently, I don't want to say like in the past like month, 2 months, is that you could fall into the habit of doing things over and over and over again, and that's essentially what gets you to success. But the thing is, you end up finding drop-offs. And I didn't realize, but there were a lot of different places that I was just lacking in these past couple months. And I want to say in this past year that has resulted in me, I want to say losing progress. And the thing is, no matter where you're at in your journey, you're going to run into these periods of times where obviously you're not doing as well. You're going to run through periods of times where, you know, you're struggling to make ends meet. You're going to go through those periods of times. But the thing is, you have to figure out, where are you lacking? What are you doing differently? And these past couple months, I've really just been looking at, all right, my daily routine as a whole. Cool, everything's done good there. But as far as how I structure my days, business-wise, when it comes to work, I leave too much space for cracks and like crevices and voids that essentially need to be filled. And because of that, that's where there ends up being drop-offs. So what I'm really prioritizing right now, and the reason why I'm telling you guys this is because obviously I'm at where I'm at in my journey. I've made over $5 million in e-com. And the thing is, you guys have to come to a realization that no matter where you're at in your journey, whether you're a beginner, whether you're, you know, making your first 100,000, whether you're already making 10K a month, you're gonna run into these things in business, and you guys have to be prepared for it. Like, all of this stuff is the same no matter what level you're at. You guys essentially just have to figure out where you can find consistency, figure out what works for you, and figure out how to optimize your very own schedule. So for those of you that have been watching my videos for a while, as you know, I got my morning coffee. Today we got French vanilla, and then we're gonna hit a workout. It's 8:20 right now. I've been up from 5:30 this morning for whatever reason. And I'm ready to take on the week. Shit, this week is make it or break it for me. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm pumped. I'm stoked, and I'm ready to get at it. Shit, what can I do? Love this shit. Yeah. So we got Rick behind the wheel, JP in the front seat, and we're vibing. So y'all make sure you get up, you get active, literally every single day, because the more you train your body, the more you train your mind. And the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. It's simple facts. Like everything in life, all these concepts apply themselves in every single field. Don't just be good at one thing, be good at everything. But I just had a little chill sesh for like 30 minutes and had breakfast and stuff. And I think I'm ready to take on the day, to be honest. Also, I got an appointment later today, so I'm getting this shit done. For all of those of you that been in my comments just say ghetto shit and that my hair's dirty and whatever, I'm getting it done today, so you can leave me alone. And yeah, I'm getting to it. So I got my first meeting here in 8 minutes. Then we got meetings for the rest of the afternoon until about 3 o'clock. My hair appointment's at like 4:30. So I'm gonna go out and get that done, and probably just chill out a bit for the rest of the day. This week is a busy week, and I'm just trying to get through the month, man. Just going through the motion, trying to get through the month. A lot has been going on, man, and it's just, I don't know, man. But yeah, so let's just see what the day has to hold, and we'll get through it. Yeah. So few words of motivation for you guys too, man. Like, I think when it comes to a lot of things, most people tend to just overthink the process and overthink what they want to do. But the biggest thing is you guys literally just have to get up, get started, and just do something. Like, it's that simple. At the end of the day, you know, you're the only one that's in control of your destiny. It's up to you to decide your fate. You can literally do anything you want to do in life. Dead ass. Like, when it came to me getting into e-commerce, getting into entrepreneurship, like, I never really made a decision to just up and start doing any of this. Like, it kind of just came to me, and I'm like, you know what, let me take a risk, let me try it. And it didn't even seem like a risk at the time, bro. I was just blowing money, and I felt like I was playing a video game. So I just feel like a lot of you guys that are procrastinating, want to get started with something, it's just the only thing holding you back from you getting started is literally yourself. Like, there's absolutely nothing in the way of you getting started. You could say you don't have the money to start. You could say you don't have the knowledge to start. You need to study. You need to do this. You need to do that. All this stuff comes down to experience. What you guys learn in school when it comes down to like making money, doing entrepreneurship, getting started with a lot of this stuff, it literally comes down to your own ability to just lock in and do it and go through the motion. That's all it is. So with that being said, I really want you guys to just take those things into consideration and just get up and just do something. Honestly, get up and just do something. Whatever it is you guys have in mind that you're afraid to do, if you fail, you just start over. If it doesn't go the direction that you want it to go, you just start over. You just try again, you try again, you try again, and eventually something will work out. Just don't try again and again and again. Keep doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome. That's fucking insanity. Don't do that shit. If you're gonna start something, first of all, finish it. And what I often tell people is if you're gonna start and quit, don't start, because you're just wasting your time, you're wasting your money, and you're stressing yourself out for no reason. That's just my take on it. Like, I don't start anything that I'm deciding not to finish. The only thing that I'll do is I'll work off of what I'm doing, or I'll start to move in different directions. So take those things into consideration. Ask yourself, why are you struggling to get started? Are you scared to spend money? Are you scared to lose money? Do you think it's just not going to work? I feel like most people that are afraid to get started have it in the back of their mind that they're probably going to fail. And the thing is, I'm going to tell you straight up, if I'm going to be very honest with you, if you guys go out, you start an e-com store, you're probably going to fail on your first product, second product, third product, and eventually things will start to work out. So that's how you have to look at it from. Look at it from a growth perspective, where you just want to keep on learning, and keep adding more things to your arsenal. You know, keep fueling yourself up with knowledge and experience. That's all it is, knowledge and experience. And just keep training your mind to develop new strategies, to work towards a different outcome, to strive to reach for your goals. That simple. So I've got something that I want y'all to try. So I did this yesterday. Well, I mean, I started doing this in January for real, but I want y'all to try this. Take something that is difficult for you to do and you think will challenge your mental toughness and your discipline. Now, the reason why I'm telling you this, I posted a video a couple weeks ago and I was talking about how, well, obviously I talk about this in a lot of videos. The way you do one thing is the way you do everything. And so if you're somebody that starts something, let's say it is difficult for you to work out, right? And you have a hard time working out. And you set a workout out for yourself and you might end it early because you can't push the bench press or you can't do whatever. I want you guys to challenge yourselves and set something out for yourself that you want to accomplish. Whatever it is, and just find that one thing that just mentally challenges you. Now, the reason why I tell you this is because you have to train your mind to understand that things are difficult, but you can accomplish them without giving up. And it sounds fucking corny, I'm not gonna lie to you, but I think this is the one thing that has allowed me to consistently get up every single morning and work, no matter how bad things are. It is the one thing. And I've actually, matter of fact, there's also other things that I started to do, and I think, hold on, I just came to realization, because I gotta look back and think. So in January I started running. Running has always been difficult for me, especially when I go for like a 30-minute run. That shit is hard. It's fucking boring, it's hard, and I told you guys it's the one thing that mentally challenges me to just get things done. The one thing that I also struggled with was waking up earlier. The more I started running and thugging out my runs, the more I found myself waking up earlier in the morning, because I understood that in the morning it was hard and difficult, and I didn't even have to tell myself, damn, this shit's hard, let me just get up. Bro, I started just getting up. And I think that has something to do with the way that I've mentally challenged myself and physically I've challenged myself and I've pushed through adversity when I go on my runs. That is my hypothesis. Now, things have been going pretty shit for me lately in business, like this past I want to say like 2 months. I had a really good month in January, had a fucked up month in February, and this month I'm kind of getting over things, but I win at the end of the day. I make one win at a time. I figure things out one day at a time and just push through adversity. So challenge yourself to one thing. I think the next thing in my arsenal, I might have to start reading. But you know what the thing is, reading, I don't even have to challenge myself to do it. I just fucking hate it. But then again, there's another perspective to look at it from. If you force yourself to do things that you don't like doing and you get through it, you might be able to push yourself in business. Because there's some things in business that are just boring as shit that you just, I don't know, you just can't get through. And for me, that's kind of how I see certain things when it comes to everything else in life. I think I've made a very good analogy there. And you know what that just taught me too? That you guys have to really think within and think deep. Think of the deeper meaning of everything. Why is it that I'm capable of doing more things now than I was before? It's not because of my ability, it's because of my discipline, because I'm training my mind to understand that things are difficult, but at the end of the day, you'll still get through it. So I got some kids looking at me. You know what my issue is too? I started holding up this camera and yapping. When I see people in public, I kind of get like camera shy, but I'm the one on camera. Doesn't really make sense. Yeah. Oh, so also the reason why I'm thinking about this. So yesterday I decided I was gonna run outside, and I did. And this was significantly more difficult than when I run on the treadmill. Like when I run on the treadmill, at the very least, like I could pace myself. But yo, I was running and it just felt like it was never gonna end. Like that was probably one of, y'all might think I'm being extra, but that was probably one of like the worst experiences of my life. I'm not gonna lie. Like I don't know, I hated that. But let me put it this way too. There's a difference between thugging it out in things that you don't like. I'm coming back to my point about the book. There's difference between thugging it out with things that you don't like. Like for example, me, when it came to school, I found school stupid. I didn't think I could learn anything there. So I'm like, you know what? Why am I gonna show up to class? Why am I gonna thug it out and study? There's absolutely no point. It serves me no benefit. Reading, I almost think about it the same way. I don't really think there's like a benefit to me reading. Like I could be wrong, and some of you guys might read books, and like, I'm not saying reading books isn't good, but it's just like for me personally, it reminds me of school, and like I just don't know if there's a benefit of me reading books. But I'd maybe just do it to thug it out and prove my concept that like sometimes you do stuff that are difficult that you don't like to do, because building that mental toughness and building the mental ability to push through things that you don't like and that you despise, those qualities will show in other places and other areas of life. So for me personally, I don't know, I learn something new every day, and I think that's also part of the reason why I want to pick up the camera every day, because I pick up the camera and I let you guys know what I'm going through. And although every day is not necessarily a positive update, there's an update, and you guys can understand where I'm coming from. You guys understand what kind of mental space I'm in, and you guys see the real of the actual entrepreneurship lifestyle. I told you guys I've done over $5 million in e-com in the last, what, like 3-4 years? I don't even remember how many years. And I've reached the point that I've reached, and I still go through certain mental strains. I still go through this stuff on like a day-to-day basis, on a month-to-month basis. I wake up, I'm stressed out all the fucking time. But I would choose this stress over any other stress, and over the stress of knowing that I'm gonna go to work every single day and get paid the same amount of money and there's no potential for me to grow within what I'm doing. I would choose this stress over that stress any day of my life. And so, with that being said, this will bring us to the end of the video. One key takeaway here: train yourself to be disciplined. Train yourself to do things that you don't like, because the way that you do one thing is the way that you do everything. And building that mental toughness, discipline within yourself to do certain things will lead to mental toughness in other areas of your life. And the one area that you want it to obviously rub off on is your business. So it's beneficial to you. That's all I'm saying. So join a community of like-minded individuals. As always, the link to the Telegram chat is in the description down below. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.